So Carl, no, none of what I say is ignoring the fact that genetic mutations are a thing. But we also have to examine our understanding of how genetic mutations come about in the first place. Because the same way that we make assumptions about autoimmunity being our immune system acting against itself, we make similar grandiose assumptions about how DNA is the base layer. And I've made videos about this before, about how this genetic determinism, how, our genes are basically written in code about how our life is going to go. Well, if it's in your DNA, there's nothing you could have done about it. Because when you look into the factors that influence genetic mutations, as well as the mechanisms our body has in place to repair genetic mechanisms, what are the things that are most influential in genetic output and genetic repair? It's the cellular environment, the vitamins, the minerals, the fatty acids, the carbohydrates, the efficiency within the system itself, the nervous system. Those are the things that dictate how our DNA is expressed. And when you really take a closer look at how influential the cellular environment is on the genetic output, and compare that with, well, how much of an influence does our genetic code have on our cellular environment? It's really kind of difficult to figure out where one begins and the other ends. And that's where we have to decide whether we are going to play victim to our genetic code, or we're going to do everything we can to positively influence the cellular environment to get the most out of the genes that we have. Because when you take a closer look at how influential the inflammation that results from iron mismanagement and all of the malnutrition going on right now, you'll see that both the rates of DNA damage and altered genetic outputs, in combination with the loss of DNA repair mechanisms, goes through the roof. So no, throughout all of this talk about iron rebalancing and the impact iron inflammation has on diabetes, we are not at all ignoring how genes alter genetic outputs. But we have to account and take responsibility for everything that we possibly can to put our genetic material in the best possible position to express itself in a healthy way.